Hello everyone. We will now multiply two polynomials. So actually this is just an extension from our previous video. I will just give you several examples or cases wherein you might encounter in your seat work in the future. So let's say for example, in number 7, this is our 7th example, we are asked to get the square of 2x plus 4. So some students might think that the right way to get the answer is just simply to square both terms. So allow me to show it to you. So they might be thinking that this is how to answer this one. And their answer would be 4x squared and 16. Okay, which is not the correct one. So take note that this kind of way is only if the operation between those two bases is multiplication. So we're not supposed to do that when there's an operation between 2x and 4, which is a plus, and we simply get the square of both terms. So this is wrong. Okay, what should be the correct way? So for now, if we follow the long procedure of multiplication through distributive property, we have to expand the square of 2x plus 4. So the meaning of the exponent 2 again means that we need to multiply the 2x plus 4 by itself twice. And that's what we have to do. And then we follow the long process of multiplication through distributive property. So our first term, 2x, we need to multiply that to our second binomial, which is 2x plus 4. So 2x times the quantity of 2x plus 4. And afterwards, we proceed to our second term, 4, and we distribute that to the second binomial, 2x plus 4. And then, we distribute. So we multiply 2x to 2x and 2x to 4. So you will get 4x squared plus 8x. And afterwards, we proceed to our 4. We distribute the 4 to 2x and the 4. So we get 8x plus 16. Then we add the like terms. This is 4x squared. 8x and 8x, those are like terms because they have the same literal coefficient x. So 8x plus 8x is 16x plus 16. And this is the answer. So looking at our previous process, in terms of answer, they're different. So don't forget to expand before you distribute. Let's proceed to number 8. So we have here the square of 3x minus 2. So to solve this, don't forget to copy first the given, and then we expand by multiplying 3x minus 2 by itself twice. Then, each terms of our first binomial should be distributed to the second binomial. So 3x should be multiplied to our second binomial, 3x minus 2. And our second term, this is negative 2 times our second binomial, 3x minus 2. And then we distribute 3x to 3x and 3x to negative 2. So you will get 9x squared minus 6x. And then we go to our negative 2 and we distribute that to both terms. And you will get negative 6x, because negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Then finally, we can combine the second and the third term in here because they have the same literal coefficient x. So negative 6 plus negative 6 is negative 12x. Then finally, plus 4. So this is our answer. let's have our ninth example. So we are asked to multiply the binomials 3x minus 2 and 3x plus 2. So we follow the same process when we solve it. Our first term in our first binomial is 3x, and then we multiply it to our second binomial, 3x minus 2. Sorry, this is plus. So this is plus. And then our second term in our first binomial is a negative 2, and we multiply it to our second binomial, 3x plus 2. Then we distribute 3x times 3x, then 3x times 2. For that, you'll get 9x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. Then we proceed to the other one, negative 2 times 3x, and negative 2 times 2. For that, you will get negative 6x, and then negative 4. Then now you combine the like terms. 9x squared doesn't have any like terms. 6x and 6x in here are like terms. But the operation is a minus and or a negative. 6 plus negative 6 is just a 0. So in other words, this will become a 0. So this part in here, I will highlight it. That will become 0. So what is left would just be 9x squared minus 4. And that's our final answer. Okay, let's have our 10th example. So we have here a binomial multiplied with a trinomial. So same process. What we do right now is to follow the long procedure of multiplication through distributive property. So we copy the given first, and then we follow the process of distribution. So the first term of our binomial must be multiplied to our trinomial, and the second term of our binomial must be multiplied to the trinomial. So that will become 2x times the quantity of 4x squared plus 6x plus 9. Then you have minus 3, the second term, multiplied with 4x squared plus 6x plus 9. And we distribute 2x to 4x squared, 2x to 6x, and 2x to 9. So with that, you will get 8x cubed. 2x times 6x is 12x squared. 2x times 9 is 18x. And we proceed to our negative 3. So you can consider this one as negative 3 because it's just the same as plus negative 3. So negative 3 times 4x squared, negative 3 times 6x, and negative 3 times 9. So negative 3 times 4x squared is negative 12x squared. Negative 3 times 6x is negative 18x. Then negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. Then we combine the like terms. So 8x cubed doesn't have a like term. Now, if you look at this one, 12x squared and negative 12x squared are like terms because they have the same literal coefficient x squared. But the coefficients are 12 and negative 12, and that makes it 0. Next, you will notice also that 18x and negative 18x are like terms because they have the same literal coefficient x. And 18 minus 18 is just a 0. So that means what we have here would be 8x cubed minus 27 only. And that is our answer. Alright, this would be our last example, 10th example. So we have here 6 which is a monomial, by the way, a binomial, and a binomial again. So there are a lot of ways to answer this problem. So it's up to you what to do. But you have to multiply two polynomials at a time. So you'll begin with 6 multiplied to x plus 2. So if your focus is in here, multiplying a monomial with a binomial means you just have to distribute the 6 to both terms. So that would be 6 times x and 6 times 2. And you will get 6x rather. 6 times 2 is 12. And don't forget that you still have the 2x minus 3. And then finally, you can multiply the two binomials in here by following the long procedure of multiplication through distributive property. So we multiply 6x, okay, the first term, 6x to the second binomial, and the second term multiplied to the second binomial. And then you just distribute 6x to 2x and 6x times negative 3. So that will become 12x squared. 6x times negative 3 is negative 18x. And then 12 times 2x and 12 times negative 3, that will result to a 24x minus 12 times 3 is 36. Then you combine the like terms. You have 12x squared. The like terms here are negative 18x and 24x. So that will result to a positive 6x. They have different signs, so that means you're supposed to subtract them. 24 minus 18, that is 6. Then you copy the common literal coefficient x. Then minus 36. So this is our answer.